What's up, everyone? Welcome to BTI. I'm Josh Matthews. That's Gia Miller, and we cannot wait to get to Impact Wrestling tonight. We're 8 nights away from No Surrender. What's going to happen tonight? What's going to happen next week? But let's pump the brakes on all that because we got to get to the main event from last week. You ready?
Oh, yeah. It was the Digital Media Championship on the line. Joe Hendry would defend against quite an upset Matt Cardona, to say the least. Yeah. And having to dress in the parking lot, at the whole 9 yards. It was just a lot. I got a few words with him last week, but it got real heated at the start of that match.
Joe Hendry's off gallivanting with everybody else on the roster, having parties.
Oh. And also at the same, hold on a second, trying to capture the championship here. Covered and kick out by Hendry. And also it's gotta probably bother Cardona that earlier on tonight, Brian Myers won his qualifying matchup to be a part of the four-way #1 contenders match for the Impact World title at No Surrender.
Hey, I think it inspires him, perhaps. Major players stick together. He sees that, and he wants to make this an overall great night for the major players. He can right the wrongs that have happened by winning the Digital Media Championship.
Oh, pump kick there by Hendry. Cardona was trying to control the champion for a moment. Went for another suplex and a neck breaker by Cardona.
That's a classic move from Cardona. Can it do it? Not quite
Cannot
yet.
win the title. You know, this just seems like it's perfectly full circle in a lot of ways, Ray Walt. Remember once upon a time, at least here at Impact, that Cardona was loved by the fans, and it was his actions surrounding capturing his first Digital Media Championship from Jordan Grace that proved to the world what he really is, and that's garbage.
Oh, so wait, you're saying that when he was trying to be a sycophant and making all the fans just clap and cheer and stuff like that, and not getting what he needed, and then when he had a change of mindset, a change of motivation, a change of strategy, it got him championship gold? Oh, gee, what a bad decision from Matt Cardona.
Went for the guillotine here. Hendry trying to hold on. Look at the power of Hendry.
Oh, and not done yet, all the way. Whoa!
Great power from Joe Hendry to drop Matt Cardona with a suplex.
Absolutely incredible from the floor all the way up to that suplex. Like a human Turkish getup almost from Joe Hendry.
Oh, big uppercut by Hendry. Oh, to the eyes. Cardona to the eyes.
Cardona screaming, I hate you, but only wakes up the Digital Media champ.
And now Hendry. Oh, catches Cardona. Following slam, and he follows through. Cover to hold on to the title and a kick out.
Cardona, fueled by anger and disrespect. That's his own form of motivation, different from the prescription of Joe Hendry. I guess in his own way, Joe Hendry indeed is motivating Matt Cardona, who now,
look at this.
by strategy.
Oh, the DDT, pulling the official between himself and Hendry.
And he's using the sandbox of pro wrestling here, doing what he's got to do.
Reboot.
Planted right upside the head of Joe Hendry. Could this be it here for the title?
To win the championship on a kick out. Hendry staying alive.
But Cardona is wearing him down. But you can see the look on the face of Hendry there, staying motivated through the pain.
Oh, look at this, Hendry. He said, bring it to Cardona, went for the reboot.
Catching the boot.
Oh, Cardona up on the shoulders. Trust fall.
Plants Cardona.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out by the challenger.
And now, Hendry, the self-motivated mogul here.
Oh,
Firing up on Cardona.
off the ropes. Oh, and a cutter. Cutter by Hendry.
Could it be?
Hold on to the Digital Media Championship. Foot on the rope by Cardona.
Veteran move by the Deathmatch King himself. Once again, using the environment of the wrestling ring to save his digital media championship aspirations.
And Cardona holding on to the top rope, trying to create a little bit of space between himself. Oh, and Hendry in a radio silence!
That's gotta be it! That's gotta be for the title! New champ! New
Hendry kicked out again! Hendry kicked out of a second radio silence!
Oh, come on, this referee's counting slow.
The match continues. Going for it. Oh, cover the power bomb.
No way.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out. Cardona looked like he was going for a radio silence for the top turnbuckle. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Myers got the digital
There
media
you go.
title belt.
That's right. See, always supporting his major player brother. There you go.
Oh, my God. Myers hit the roster cut on Cardona.
No way. Come on.
There goes Myers. Standing ovation.
Not like this.
Cover. Hendry beats Cardona.
Here's your winner, and still digital media champion, Joe Hendry.
Tragedy strikes again at the heart of the major players. How could this night get worse for Matt Cardona?
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Look, there's Moose, the man who stirred all this up in the first place. Oh,
No, what?
Oh, Moose Spirit Cardona.
Oh, come on!
Oh, and Moose over the top.
You know, in a way this has worked out. There's no music right now, and I was expecting my own, but tonight's not really about me. It's about Matt Cardona. So why don't we play his new hit song?
Oh no!
Yes!
Not again!
Chelsea says, Matt, can you come to bed?
No, I'd rather play with my figures instead.
She said, can we be romantic and do things we enjoy?
No, me and Brian Myers spent our savings on toys. Now I think my girl is gonna walk out the door. I'm only 37, but I look like 54.
And Matt Cardona, you could be the man, but there's just one problem you should understand. You're the king of the indies, and now you're rich, but to me, you will always be Edge's bitch. You and Brian Myers, you act like kids, but to me, you will always be Edge's bitch. You're the king of the indies, and now you're rich, but to me, you will always be Edge's bitch. To me, you will always be Edge's bitch. To me, you will always be Edge's bitch.
So putting everything back together, you had Moose getting involved. He inadvertently spears the wrong guy. Joe Hendry secures the victory and his championship. And then we got to see another
Intrusive song from my brain.
intrusive song from Joe Hendry to Matt Cardona. It's gonna be stuck in our heads now for the next... There you go. That's what we're gonna be listening to as you guys take a look at what's gonna go down here tonight on BTI. Still to come, the action gets started early as Deonna Purrazzo faces off against Steph Delander in singles action. Plus more highlights from Impact Wrestling. Don't go anywhere. BTI continues right after this. Welcome back to BTI as we get ready for an all-new Impact Wrestling on the road to no surrender. What are you doing?
I'm just getting ready. I'm getting all warmed up.
For what now?
Because I got to take you back to a match that went down last week.
Okay.
And it was Brian Myers against Dirty Dango.
But if he should be successful that night, he will have potentially one of these guys right here knocking on his doorstep.
We'll see if there's any fallout from the 8-man tag team match main event we saw last week. A loss for the team for Swan and Alexander as Uemura was pinned by Callahan. A big win for the Design. Now Myers just toying with Dirty Dango.
And you see, asking him, no more dancing now. I ask him if he still wants to dance. The damage done to his arm. Oh! But still swinging is Dirty Dango.
Oh! Close with the DDT. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg and a kick out. What have you made of all the musical stylings of Joe Hendry over the last few weeks? Pointed at Matt Cardona, the very tastefully, what was it? Edges.
Say it.
No, well, that's on TV. And then the rap bit last week, that didn't go well for Cardona.
Look, he spends more of his time being one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's what his goal is. Good. I love a good song. You know me. That's what made me famous, baby. Oh!
Collision there, middle of the ring.
As great minds think alike there, like me and Joe Hendry think alike as far as music goes, but I don't like the disrespect he showed towards Matt Cardona. I don't appreciate that. And, might I add, Brian Myers, who was included in that little video of Joe Hendry's, could be the next #1 contender for the Impact World title.
Chops there by Dango. Oh! Big uppercut by Dango in the corner.
Little extra weird bit of stank on that one.
Don't talk about weird stank with Dango.
You started this whole thing right now.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Getting the crowd here in the greater Orlando area involved. They want to see it.
Oh, the dirtbag shuffle. And Dango, can he put away Myers and advance to no surrender?
Looking to make good. Setting him up. Oh, there it is, the Falcon Arrow into the cover.
Hook to the leg here. Myers able to kick out.
1 second away from an opportunity to be in the #1 contender match at No Surrender, but now taking it to new heights to put it away.
And now look at this, Myers rolling out of the ring. Does not want to get caught with that top rope leg drop down and dirty, and that the double axe handle right between the eyes.
Smart move there by Myers, getting out of dodge.
Now Dango to the outside. Oh! Caught him amongst the ring apron. Oh, and the roster cut on the outside.
Nearly took Dirty Dango's head off, but he's got to finish this one in the ring.
Myers slides back inside, and another roster cut. Cover. Myers is going to no surrender.
Here is your winner, Brian Myers.
Well, the course correction is right on target. If the night can continue this way, we'll be in good shape. Congratulations to Brian Myers. You're going to no surrender, buddy.
Well, a victory from Brian Myers. Can't stop.
Still dancing?
Yeah.
Still feeling it?
Oh, yeah. Feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
A couple of teams were feeling it this past, what did you say? Crab?
Don't worry about it. It's a SpongeBob thing.
Alrighty, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, let's head back to the Impact Zone from last week. I'm getting dumber as I stand here next to Gia Miller. We had tag team action. It was the Good Hands versus Mickie James and Tommy Dreamer. And don't forget, Bully Ray was banned from ringside for this one.
Some maybe feeling disrespected, like he feels disrespected everywhere he goes, whether that's self-inflicted or not.
Oh, Skyler with the hip attack. Especially what Bully Ray said last week here on Access TV, saying that he's never liked Tommy Dreamer. Oh, and now look at this. Oh, and a cover! Skyler taunting Dreamer, and Dreamer responds.
An absolutely complicated relationship between Dreamer and Bully Ray, who's been in the craw of Mickie James as of late.
Oh!
Can he get the tag to his partner? He gets it. It comes. The Knockouts World Champ.
And now Mickie James with a clothesline. James readying herself for her battle with Masha Slamovich at No Surrender Friday, February 24th.
Mickie James proven, I mean, the last rodeo was enough, but here now proven she can hang with absolutely everyone in professional wrestling.
Sending Hotch for a ride. Flapjack by James.
And it looks like this rodeo is just getting started.
And now Mickie James is going to the top turnbuckle here. Hotch in trouble. Down he goes. Here's the cover. Broken up by Skylar. And look at the smile on the face of Skylar. This is the influence of Bully Ray.
And here to do Bully Ray's dirty work. Catches Skylar upside the head.
The Mick kick. And now Dreamer. Saying, James, you get him, I'll get this one.
Stereo DDT.
James legal on Hotch. Cover. James and Dreamer win.
Here are your winners, Tommy Dreamer and Mickey James.
What a win for Dreamer and James. And potentially a message sent to Bully Ray.
And a chance for Dreamer and James to celebrate. Wait, look out! Bully Ray attacking Dreamer from behind. Oh, no.
And now it's down to Bully Ray and Mickey James one more time.
Look at Mickey James now back in. Oh, my God, you're right. Masha Slamovich is in the ring. Oh, God. This is Bully Ray. Stirred things up in Masha Slavovich's mind.
And here it is, the snowplow of the Knockouts World Champ.
Bully Ray using James' no-surrender opponent to level hardcore country.
Absolute melee to end that one. And you know Masha has her eyes on Mickey James in that Knockouts Championship in 8 nights at No Surrender.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like she's taking a page out of Bully Ray's book for this one.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Still to come on BTI, it's Knockouts action as Deonna Purrazzo goes one-on-one with Steph Delander in singles competition. Plus more highlights from Impact Wrestling. Don't go anywhere. BTI rolls on right after this. Welcome back to BTI, everyone. Impact Wrestling is right around the corner. We've got so much to get to, Gio. We're running out of time, so Knockouts Tag Team action.
Yep,
Ready?
Knockouts Tag
Go.
Team action. It was Taylor
5,
Wilde and
4,
Killer Kelly against
3,
the Death Dollz.
2 women have been critical to the development of the Knockouts division. Oh, both women thinking the same thing and go down.
We talked about the 2 former champions. Great minds truly do think alike.
And now Taya Valkyrie wants into the matchup. Killer Kelly wants a tag as well.
Who's gonna get there first?
And a tag made, and it's Kelly to meet Valkyrie.
And immediately Valkyrie taking control here. Stiff shots to Killer Kelly.
Oh, what a clothesline. Now,
momentum here. Once again back. Oh, it's all Death Dollz here.
Blue Thunder Bomb. Cover kick out by Kelly. And now Valkyrie's in time for the road to Valhalla. Was trying to hook Kelly.
Kelly's fighting with all of it. Great single leg trip there. Oh!
Kick right to Valkyrie. Down goes Rosemary.
Eliminating the possibility of a tag. A smart move there from Killer Kelly, who you know is going to be looking to maybe lock in that killer clutch at some point. Looking for a tag from Wilde, who's busy reading the cards.
What is Wilde looking for?
Looking for a sign. Looking for something from the spirit world. What she found here. Ooh.
My God.
That is the devil card, Tom. And let me just say, of all the cards, that is not the one you want to get.
And Wilde didn't tag in.
And she's just watching this. Oh my God.
Rosemary, the assist on road to Valhalla. The Death Dollz win.
Here are your winners, the Death Dollz.
Well, clearly the devil card sent a message here tonight, Tom. But I don't think it was one that Killer Kelly wanted to receive.
I gotta be honest, Ray, I'm not entirely sure what just went down between Kelly and Wilde, but in the end, your reigning Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Death Dollz.
Wait a second.
Oh my God. Speaking of devils, Father James Mitchell is back in the impact zone.
Good evening, Rosemary. Hello, my princess. It has been quite a long time since we've last crossed paths, has it not? And Jessica, I am pleased to make your acquaintance out here tonight. You know, you remind me of somebody I know. I haven't quite figured it out, but trust me, I will. Now, back to you, Rosemary. As long as it has been since we've seen one another, it has been much, much longer since you last paid proper respect to my boss. You know, your father. And that makes my boss very, very angry. It makes him unhappy. And when my boss is unhappy, everyone is unhappy. And that is the reason I have been sent here tonight, Rosemary, to put a hex on you.
Wait a minute, look in the ring! Oh my God! That's Allison Kay and Marty Bell, the Hex!
They're here at Impact Wrestling has dropped the Death Dollz, the Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Kay and Bell jumping Jessica and Valkyrie from behind as Rosemary was on the ramp. Oh!
Laying waste to the Death Dollz.
Wait a minute, Kay setting up Rosemary. Marty Bell with the knee. Hex marks the spot. Not of this earth. The Death Dollz rocked by Father James Mitchell and the Hex.
Any ideas on if they happen to know the Hex Girls, the girl group from Scooby-Doo?
Anybody can show up at any given time here in Impact Wrestling. We head back to the Impact Zone right now as Shera one-on-one with PCO.
Shera rushes in. This match is underway. We already know that Brian Myers is qualified for the four-way #1 contenders match come No Surrender. He defeated Dirty Dango earlier on tonight. Later on here on this broadcast, we'll tell you the 2 remaining qualifying matchups that will go down next week here on Access TV.
Oh, PCO just driving right through the gut
right to the
of Shera.
throat.
Now a punch to the throat.
Oh my God.
Might collapse the larynx of the Indian Lion here.
It's not too often you see a straight punch to the throat. Oh, and PCO gets Singh and Shera.
It's also not too often you see a 300-plus pound freak of a nature fly through the ropes like a torpedo.
Oh, now PCO. PCO is staring down Raj Singh.
Oh, Raj,
no.
get out of there, buddy. You have to imagine he's maybe seeing the face of Eddie Edwards there. Oh!
Oh, now look at PCO. PCO's got a hold of Shera and Singh. The official's trying to control this. Oh!
Good luck to referee Daniel Spencer on that. But Shera sees the opening, drives PCO into the apron, takes advantage here. This could be a huge opening for Shera.
Oh, took 2 men to push away PCO. And now Shera. Oh! Full head of steam, shoulder right into the midsection of PCO.
PCO who might have been busted open there, courtesy of Shera and Raj. That could be huge for the Indian Lion.
Oh, look at PCO already busted open from earlier on in this matchup.
And continues to be alive and well.
Shera went to the throat and now PCO. PCO climbing the ropes.
Trying to squeeze the life out of Shera.
on, even screaming Eddie in the process. There's one thing on PCO's mind.
He has not stopped since returning from the Las Vegas desert. Could he return to that desert with an opportunity to become #1 contender at No Surrender?
Can you imagine PCO potentially challenging for the Impact World title? Reverse DDT by PCO.
Well, Tom, we could be one step closer to that reality. PCO looking to climb up top here. Wants to put this one away.
Shera's down. Great opportunity. All the way to the top. PCO salt.
My God, that's got to be it.
PCO is headed to No Surrender.
Here is your winner, PCO!
Oh my God. PCO joins Brian Myers in the 4-way #1 contenders match at No Surrender.
Well, yet another victory for PCO, but I know he's really wanting to get his hands on one particular person.
Still to come, Deonna Purrazzo goes one-on-one with Steph Delander. Don't miss this incredible knockouts match right here on BTI. But up next, it's our social media top 5. Clapback moment of the week, Iceman, Intel, and more. Don't go anywhere. BTI continues right after this. Welcome back to BTI, everybody. Josh Matthews holding it down alone because Gia has left to go call the action with Tom. Gia will be here in just a second to give you guys the social media top 5. It's what Impact was talking about this week across all of our social media platforms. What was trending? What was Impact talking about? Let's find out right now.
And now, the social media top 5 moments on BTI. Number 5.
It's going to be Speedball Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham in a can't-miss match for Countdown to No Surrender.
Number 4.
Father James Mitchell surprised the Death Dolls last week with a hex.
Number 3.
In a shocking display, Masha Slamovich attacked Knockout champion Mickie James.
Number 2.
It's official, Kenta is coming to No Surrender.
And at number 1.
Big announcement made last week regarding Multiverse United, only the strong survive.
All right, so from the top 5 to the not so top 5. This is where somebody on our roster got on the internet, said something about somebody, tweeted it, posted it, hit send, and never thought about it again. But we're thinking about it. We call it the clapback moment of the week, and here it is.
The clapback moment of the week is...
The Virtuosa came in with a clapback this week for the Quintessential Diva.
Gotta love it. Amazing stuff on social media. One day I hope to be the clapback moment of the week. But you know what? It's happening right now. You guys absolutely are prepared for this. It's Iceman with his intel. He's breaking it down. Iceman, what's going on behind the scenes here at Impact?
Welcome to Iceman's Intel, and we are just a week away from No Surrender, live on Fight, live on Impact, and one of the matches just added, ladies and gentlemen, the Time Machine, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, and Kushida taking on the Bullet Club, Chris Bay, Ace Austin, and making his Impact Wrestling debut, Kenta. It's gonna be incredible, but tonight, Chris Bay will be taking on Kushida, each one looking for a win to give him that momentum going in to No Surrender. Now another match to look out for is Johnny Swinger. And Johnny, of course, is on his road to 50 victories to get a chance at the world title. Thus far, 0 victories. But tonight, that's supposed to all change. Sticky Dice said he's got a hand-picked opponent for Swinger that's gonna give him a win. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing that this opponent is a former WCW, WWE star. So who can it be? I guess you'll all have to tune in to the Impact Zone to find out tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Hackettstown, New Jersey, the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo.
The former multi-time Knockouts world champion Deonna Purrazzo ready for action here on BTI. And Gia Miller, I've got to get your opinion on what exactly Deonna Purrazzo did recently on Access TV to Giselle Shaw.
I mean, it was certainly interesting. I can't lie and tell you that I didn't laugh. But hey, Deonna has proven that her tactics work. So I have to think that the Virtuosa has some sort of plan up her sleeve.
First of all, Giselle Shaw deserved it.
Yeah.
And I was genuinely surprised because I'm with you. I thought it was entertaining, it was funny, and I never thought I'd feel that way about the actions of Deonna Purrazzo, but here we are. Deonna Purrazzo set for a first-time ever matchup here in the greater Orlando area.
Her opponent from Sydney, Australia, Steph Delander.
Steph Delander making her Impact Wrestling debut recently against the two-time Knockouts world champion Jordynne Grace on Access TV. What did you think about her debut?
I mean, if you're gonna debut against someone, a former Knockouts champion and a powerhouse like Jordynne Grace, you have to think that you're gonna learn a lot on day one. And now she's challenging another former Knockouts champion in Deonna Purrazzo.
Delander faced Grace last week. Now here on BTI, she's got to deal with Deonna Purrazzo. Delander's got her hands full here in Impact Wrestling. Can she take out the Virtuosa? We'll find out next. Thank you for joining us here on BTI on Impact Plus, YouTube, and Facebook. It's a first-time ever matchup here in the Knockouts division. Steph Delander one-on-one with Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, what? I think that is a word.
There's something lost in translation. I think Steph Delander is Australian. Maybe they don't have the word virtuoso down there. I don't know, Gia. You tell me.
I'm not sure, but she is an Australian native. She calls herself the Powerhouse Predator, and I certainly see why.
Showing a lot of disrespect there for Deonna Purrazzo, who's arguably the best technical wrestler on the planet, regardless of gender, and certainly one of the best knockouts that Impact Wrestling has to offer now. And here's this is going to be the challenge here for Deonna Purrazzo, obviously very technically gifted, but at the same time, it's Delander who's going to enjoy the size advantage.
That's right, we see that power.
Oh, and showing a lot of disrespect. That continues here from Delander.
They say confidence is key, but I think that might just be cocky.
Well, I think I'd have to agree with you, and especially what about the comments of Delander last week, G, on Access TV, before she had her matchup with Jordynne Grace, was running down Jordynne Grace, saying this isn't going to be that much of a challenge for me, and ultimately Grace won the match.
Like I said, you got to be confident in yourself, but as my daddy always said, you're no good, you're no better than everybody else, but nobody else is better than you. So maybe she just takes that a little too
seriously. Does your dad have a stutter, or is that just a Southern thing?
Just don't tell him that I said that.
And Purrazzo able to find her way out. That's the way it's done. A lot of action coming up in the Knockouts division. 1 week from tomorrow, it's No Surrender live on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. For the first time ever, it's Masha Slamovich versus Mickie James for Mickey's Knockouts World Championship in Las Vegas. Oh, the leg there, and now Purrazzo, here's the shoulders down.
Gosh, she just moves so fast.
Going for the Fujiwara armbar here in the length of Delander, those long arms, allowing her to get to the bottom rope and break up the submission attempt.
Could you imagine starting your second match here at Impact Wrestling and getting a dislocated shoulder from Deonna Purrazzo?
I mean, seriously, it's the proverbial murderer's row is that you're taking on Jordynne Grace last week, and now you've got Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, and Purrazzo with a baseball slide. Down goes Delander. And now Purrazzo, going for a kick there. Instead, Delander able to corral Purrazzo.
Face first.
Into the hardest part of the ring goes Purrazzo, face first. And now Delander looks like she's taking control here of this matchup. Sends Purrazzo inside, going for a cover here. This would be a monumental win and a kick out.
But she's going to have to use a lot of that power to be able to put away Deonna Purrazzo.
Completely agree. Gia, what was the reaction to Steph Delander's presence here in Impact Wrestling last week?
Well, I mean, she's quite a large presence. She's almost 6 feet tall, and according to her, she weighs 85 kilos. I'm not sure what that means, but she's a pretty big presence around in the locker room. She's pretty intimidating.
Physically, yes, but in terms of how's she fitting in with her fellow knockouts?
You know, sometimes it just takes time, and we'll just have to wait it out with her.
Backbreaker, cover, kick out by Delander. I talked about the Knockouts World Championship match that's coming up at No Surrender. Of course, got to keep in the back of your mind that Jordynne Grace still maintains a contractual rematch following the battle she had with Mickie James for the title at Hard to Kill. Do you still have any thoughts of controversy surrounding that matchup, the near tap out by Mickie James?
You know, you can go and watch it back for yourself. And
hold on, big boot to the face. Here's the cover kick out by Purrazzo.
But yeah, you can go back and watch it yourself and make that judgment on your own. Ultimately, it's up to the officials' decision that night, but I may have seen a little something in there.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Still to come tonight on Impact Wrestling on Access TV when things get underway at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a first-time ever matchup. Chris Bay is going to take on Kushida. A little preview of what's to come at No Surrender. Also later on tonight, speaking of the knockouts, it's Slamovich versus Alicia. Slamovich, the #1 contender to the Knockouts World title, plus 2 No Surrender qualifying matches regarding the 4-way match that'll go down in Las Vegas to determine the new #1 contender to the Impact World Championship. In the main event on Access TV, a first-time ever matchup, Kenny King versus Josh Alexander's #1 contender, Rich Swann. Right now here on BTI, Deonna Purrazzo has found a way back here in this matchup. Oh my God, going right after Delander. And Purrazzo off the ropes and finally gets Delander down.
All right.
Oh.
You know, I want to point out that Deonna Purrazzo was one of the first ever Iron Women of Impact Wrestling.
There's the cover, off the side Russian leg sweep and a kick out.
She can go for a really long time, and she's got a lot of fight still left in her.
Getting back into singles competition over the last few weeks and months after being a part of the tag team known as Vexed. Former Knockouts World Tag Team Champion as well on her resume. Kick there by Purrazzo. Well, now Purrazzo, the standing moonsault. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, kick out by Delander. And listen, there's a modicum of frustration, Gio, on the face of Deonna Purrazzo. Delander's giving her something to handle.
Speaking of faces, how do you think Steph Delander wrestles with all those things in her lips?
I am not the person to answer that question. Hold on a second, Delander. Delander grabbing a hold. Look at the powerhouse Predator. The follow-away Fisherman's. Here's the cover and a kick out. Purrazzo able to stick around here in this matchup, but talk about raw power going back to the well.
Holy cow.
Gets Purrazzo up on the shoulders. Now Delander is trying to keep up here with Purrazzo. Purrazzo gets Delander down. Fujiwara armbar. Armbar, Delander taps to the Virtuosa.
Here is your winner, Deonna Purrazzo.
And Purrazzo, a little bit of a statement there on the back end. Virtuosa forever. Deonna Purrazzo turning away Steph Delander. What a rough start for Delander here in Impact.
Sure, but I mean, a valiant effort so far. Oh, what's this?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw. Some revenge, no doubt, after last week being humiliated by Deonna Purrazzo.
What's that?
Gee, I can smell what it is.
I think that might be.
Remember what happened last week? Well, that chili that got spilled all over Giselle Shaw. That's a bowl of chili. Oh, no!
Not on the cashmere. Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Somebody call the makeup department. We're going to need a touch-up.
Do not mess with a virtuosa.
Oh, that's nasty.
Vidal and Shaw embarrassed and humiliated once again at the hands of Deonna Purrazzo. It's a mess out here.
Oh, that's the only way you can describe it.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Can't wait to get back to Tom and Matt for the action this week on Impact Wrestling. Gia will be back here next week, and we will talk about all the things that are going down on Impact Wrestling, and of course, No Surrender, which is just 8 nights away. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week here on BTI. I'm Josh Matthews, and we'll see you all next week.